Hey YouTube. Well, I know I've been MIA for a little bit. Had some things happen to me where I had to make a couple changes. Um, Anyways, I thought I'd give you guys just a quick update of my car. I've done a couple things to it since the last video you guys saw with the leather. And I'm probably not going to do much more to it. But anyways, I do not work at Honda anymore. I actually work at a Ford dealer as a BDC rep. Similar to what I was doing in Honda, but I just thought it was time for a change. Um, Anyways, you guys can see my new plate that I put on my car. And I just finished completely cleaning it, including the engine bay. It's been snowing here and actually got a lot of salt and crap all over the engine, so of course I'm kind of OCD. I had to clean all that shit off. And boy, does this car look good every time it's clean. And there's my little stickers. I managed to put them on. They were a pain in the ass to put on, but I actually like them a lot. And I'll let you guys be the judge of it. Shut the door. I mean, it's pretty subtle. You can barely tell that it almost looks factory. I think it's not exactly straight. The other side isn't probably at the same spot, but whatever. I couldn't exactly get it perfectly, but it's pretty subtle. I'm probably not going to do anything else to the outside. Probably a no-go on the body side moldings. I don't really give a crap, and they're too expensive to put them on. But man, I really like that plate. Maybe too. I feel like the border in the back though is too yellow, but I mean it's just my school alumni badge and whatnot. Anyways, I work at a Ford dealership now, so I actually got a chance to test drive the new Fiesta with a stick. The dealership I work at had an SE hatchback with a stick. I actually didn't like it. Actually, I like it. It handled fine. What I noticed about the Fiesta is it handles sporty, just like mine. A little bit softer ride, a little bit quieter, but I didn't like the clutch. The take-up just wasn't as smooth as my car. The shifter wasn't as good. It was a little bit vague, and the throws were longer. And the engine in the Fiesta is not as good as mine. It's definitely noisier. It definitely doesn't sound as good, and it definitely vibrates a little bit more. I definitely like the engine in my Fit a lot more. But anyways, in terms of the interior, there's not much that's changed. I pretty much got rid of that horrible thing, that Sheehy mat that was looking pretty ugly. There's my leather seats, and I'm starting to wonder, is this normal right here? I mean, I'm like 150 pounds, 100 or 5'7". It's not like I'm a fat ass. And I don't know. I know leather is supposed to wrinkle like that when you sit in it, but anyways, there's leather on the door. There's sport pedals. Oh, and I added that shift knob. That's actually a Honda accessory, and it was quite a coincidence how it's actually has blue stitching just like my seats, and it matches it perfectly. I actually like the shifter of the stock one, the original shifter, because it was actually a thicker rubber grip. Actually, I'll show it to you really quick. Yeah, I went to Trader Joe's. See, I have too much crap in my car. I need to throw out some of the crap in here. See, this is how obsessed I am. I have rags in here like crazy. Oh, here it is. Now, the original shifter. I'm completely OCD about this. Okay, here's the original shifter. I just wish it was leather wrapped. I don't know. You guys tell me which one you like more, because I really like this one because it matches the seats. But I also like the silver on top of the stock shifter. I mean, this is pretty easy. It just twists off. Except it's not easy to twist off like the cheap-ass Toyotas. It's actually pretty on there pretty tightly. I don't know. I'll probably get bored of this because I like how thick this one is, whereas this one's a little bit thinner. And switch it back and forth. You know what. But let me give you guys an update. Where's my keys? I just pretty much cleaned the interior, too. It has 3,854 miles. I've had the car for a little over 2 months now. Cold engine right now. Let's put the shifter back. Oops. Didn't mean to have the music come on. Okay. I even cleaned the exhaust tip. That's how anal I am. And because this is a new car, you cannot rev it from under the hood because my car has an e-throttle. And if you can believe it, at 3,800 miles, the oil life is still at 60%. Actually, it just changed to 60%. It was at 70% earlier. But yeah, in terms of refinement, this car's engine is better than the Fiesta's. The Fiesta's engine it vibrated the steering wheel more, it vibrated the floor, it vibrated the shifter, or not the shifter, the seats. I could just feel the engine vibrating in the seats and everything. Versus this car where it's just much more refined. I mean, that's the one thing I always notice about Honda 4-cylinders is I feel like they're very refined. But anyways, I'm going to be making some changes to my channel. Just kind of like making it a little bit more professional, and you'll probably start seeing some videos of all the new Fords soon and whatnot. But anyways, what am I averaging? 33.9. I was kind of driving the car heavily today. It was at 34 earlier. But still love the car. It's definitely suits me. I definitely made the right choice. Like, I'm glad I got to test drive that Fiesta with a stick because this is definitely me, and I definitely like the car a lot more. Like all the tech features that the Fiesta has, I could care less really, just because the engine isn't as refined as this one, and the shifter's not as good, and the clutch isn't as good. But anyways, guys, if you're in the market for a 2012 Fit, seriously, I highly recommend it. I haven't driven all the other, I haven't driven the Sonic, but I wasn't impressed with the cheap interior that I sat in at the car show, and the accent, it's too weird looking, and it's definitely not as sporty to drive. The Kia Rio, the Rio name is just an awful name. I can't stand that name, no matter how nice it's gotten. But thanks for watching, guys.